Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Way of the Hunter. So, this is basically just first time back to the game again since the first couple of episodes. I've done trying to figure out the settings a little more to make it more smooth. It basically seems the big thing that really hits the, frame rate of the videos when I'm recording or that is when I go looking out to, big vistas like this. You're probably actually going to see me stuttering a little bit there. I apologize. But yeah, as long as it's nothing like looking out to big areas like that, I think the game will mostly work all right. So we're going to just continue with where we were, and it actually seems like we're going to be going after pheasant next. Because we've got General So's pheasant, so we've got to use the computer. And here we go. Hello, Wallace. I hope this email finds you well. How are you? How's everything? It's that time of the year when Cheng wants to introduce some kind of crazy twist to our menu. You know him. Last year, the Beijing duck. This year, it's our chicken recipe. A midlife crisis can take many forms. I guess this is my husband's. We'll be upgrading our General So's chicken with some pheasant meat. You are very welcome to visit us again for your favorite Szechuan hot pot. I think that's Sichuan? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm still holding on to your bottle of Shoshu. It's waiting for you here. With love, Lynn. Okay. So, we can accept that mission. And let's see what we need for that.
Grandpa went for a pheasant hunt and forgot to take a shotgun.
Buy and equip a shotgun, hunt birds, and small game effectively. Can do. Another thing I do have to mention too is one of the things about the game, it seemed a little limited on its scope of firearms. There's recently a update that came out which now added Remington rifles and stuff to the game. So you can see there's a little bit more included here that we can use and go after. So I think... yeah, we're not going to go for any rifles. We still have the 783 Remington, that we can use. So we'll keep with that. Shotgun-wise, though, I'm not sure. Okay, what is interesting, and yeah, there's not really, ammo for the game. So I think it's just you restock every time you might visit, a lodge or something? Not entirely sure there, but just go through everything there. Okay, what shotgun do we actually want? Yeah, I want to actually check that. If I go into the encyclopedia, calibers. Okay, so for guns, caliber means diameter of barrel and less diameter of bullet that is going through it. And also for terminology's sake, bullet just means metal projectile, but the entire thing is called a cartridge. On bullet calibers, as if understanding calibers isn't hard enough, there's a mixture of measurements in inches and millimeters in their name for greater confusion. There's also a unit of weight called a grain, which is used to note the weight of bullets and gunpowder. A grain is really small, 7,000 grains make up 1 pound. Read more, open up ammunition. Okay, each ammunition. So, if I go for animals... okay, no, that's only what I've hunted. God, yeah, one of the things about the game is it's so detailed in, every little aspect. You have the ammo, its ballistics, drop-off or that. I was just looking to see... okay, so 12 gauge number 3 is good for large geese and ducks. Oh, hang on. Number 3 is commonly used by hunters and blinds, give no chance to escape any bigger birds flying around. Due to thickness and size, large geese and ducks are often primary targets. Most box number 5 will have a pheasant on them, which gives a clue to its primary use. Okay, so 16 gauge number 5 is what we want there. Excellent retained velocity and energy means increased lethality in pure lost birds. And 20 gauge number 7.5 will typically be sold to dove, quail, and pheasant hunters for its excellent ability to take on fast-moving birds. Even squirrels, rabbits, other small game can easily be hunted with this cartridge. With high pellet count linked to dense patterns, 20 gauge 7.5 lead shot give you great stopping power over its optimal range of 35 to 50 yards. So I think, for the sake of what this allows you to hunt, I think it would be best if I go for a 20 gauge shotgun there. Just because, this one sounds primarily for pheasant, so it might be good for other animals, but 20 gauge just sounds like the more ethical one that gives me better options. So, which one is our 20? Okay, so that's a 16 gauge. That's a 20 gauge. Okay, hunting tier 1, hunting tier 1, hunting tier 1. Action brake or pump? You know what? I kind of like a good pump shotgun, I think. So we're going to buy that. And let's just make sure to equip that into our inventory there. And I don't think we really need any optics on it. Alright, probably can't look down the sights indoors. Yeah, so as long... When the camera has, like, very long landscape of that for, like, distance, that's where we're going to see the hit more. But as long as I keep us kind of more close down to the ground with that, we should be mostly smooth for the recordings. Yeah, I think once we actually get out and... Oh, hang on. Actually, let me double check the map. Yeah, I left the vehicle down there. So you know what? I'm going to call her back with a computer, and then we'll see if we can go out and get some pheasants. But I do just wish I could run the game a little bit more smoother, because, my god, so much has already been done so right off the bat that, like, I can't complain at all. Yeah, that's brought it back. I think... Now, I know I'm not the most hardcore hunter or anything like that. I'd never vouch that I am hardcore hunting at all. And I feel like this is... I know Danger Floof and a few others probably will prefer the Hunter Classic or have that more as their favorite hunting game. I think Way of the Hunter might come to be mine, because it does have a good mix to me. Alright, let me just try keeping us from... Well... Okay, gotta be a little careful going about. I think if we just get down to, like, down the main road area, I think we might be lucky and find some pheasants. Because I think when we were driving out to see the echo spot, we scared a few up and off. Oh. And then we also got a few deer out here. Alright, so you're just a 1-star. We got a doe. Another 1-star. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got... Oh, actually, I think... Yeah, I can see them from here. I think for me, it is going to be... Way of the Hunter is going to be my favorite hunting game, because it has that... A nice balance of casualness. Ooh, I do apologize for the stuttering there. I might have to do some adjustments quickly for you guys. That's one of the things about the game is just... I don't know if the optimization could use a little more work or what. Yeah, we'll go and try this for a while, because at least it's smooth and I can talk to you guys well. The game could easily look much better, but... Sometimes you just gotta give up, give up quality for the sake of performance. I don't want you guys watching, like, a stuttery, super hard video. It's kind of, well, hard to watch with how bad the frame drops are. Okay, so they're all over there. I don't know if it matters if we get them in the air or on the ground. I don't know if there's going to be anything quite like the Hunter Classic had for its restrictive stuff. But yeah, again, I think it is more so my computer just can't handle this modern hunting game, which is where a lot of the performance issues lie. There might be some things like optimization too. Actually, can I... Oh yeah, I could even... Oh, that's actually a neat thing, too, is depending on your zero, you might actually have the weapon... The angle it's held is changed. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold breath to shift, that's right. Okay, I think I only got 2 there. Yeah, the mule deer probably all got scared off, so I don't think we'll see them. And now, I know I had to adjust the settings, but how do the birds look? Well, you definitely got to see all of where the pellets go on the poor things, that's for sure. Yeah, so that was just a female through a lot of her. Took her down pretty quick. Danger Floof mentioned the birds looked a little blocky, but even with my settings tweaked down to pretty low, they don't look too bad, really. Okay, well, we'll sell that. Because we're actually... Okay, I think I got two... Oh, no, that might be a male there with the coloration. Yeah, there we go. So, as you can see, we basically took both down pretty well and easily. Yeah, I gotta say, there's a lot of detail done really well on all the animals. And then you get all kinds of information on them, too, which is nice to see. Okay, sell that. Oh. Shoot twice, shoot once. Pick up the mail from the mailbox. Okay, so there's... I think I still have to get the pheasants, though. Oh, scout twice, shoot once is the name of it. Not shoot twice, shoot once. I just misread there. Although, again, you guys probably won't be able to see it just because I'll have my face in the top left. Just so that way any of the animal information is displayed properly for you all to see. There was the pheasant just over here somewhere. It says I'm picking it up. Oh. Oh, there they are. Oh. If you're going to be right there, I might as well, although... I feel like those guys should have been more disturbed. Like, they're not that far out, so... Oh, a bone. Oh, red fox eating area. Okay. Although, eating rarely. There are need zones in the game to discover and find, so that's good to know. Yeah, you took a lot. I feel like that's a lot more pellets than maybe they're... Well, actually, I don't know how many pellets you really would pack into, like, a 20 gauge shell. So maybe that is a proper amount for it. I mean, it does feel like a bit of overkill seeing it in this form. But yeah, still a nice little amount. And we got one more we've got to take on. Or take down for this mission, I believe. But yeah, I'll still have to do some adjusting and figure out if I can get any better settings to make sure it's more stable for... try and do videos on. But actually, you know what? If I could get those two together like that... Okay, I've gotten at least one out of all that. I think I was a little far away for where I had the weapon zeroed to. But we'll come in here and see. And then, yeah, if you stand still, you do get a nice hunter sense. Oh, maybe it is two. Yeah, there's... Okay, so I took one in midair. I don't know if these are from... That is blood trail or... Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll claim that one. Now we got him just... See, that looks a little bit more proper for the amount of pellets going into one animal. Doesn't seem like it's too overloaded or anything on that. And right, there's this one up here. Mule Deer Rest Zone, we did spot that earlier. Pheasant call there. No, just a female. Oh, actually, kind of surprised for being a female how much we got from this one, because this is going to be worth 10 total. Oh, no, right. C is to stand in that. Okay, I don't see... anything else, but the thing is, there is... Oh, there are two here. So I don't know if this is from the same bird, the two... Oh, no, one's gone now, so maybe they're not from the same bird. But I don't really see... Oh, hang on. There's something else out over there. No, more pheasants. Maybe I'll try heading back this way, because it does feel like there might be another bird somewhere out here. And maybe I'll just try getting another one before we get back the vehicle and go back to the cabin to see what we can do. Okay. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're just a female, though. Oh, okay, so we got one somewhere over there. It is a little bit in the bush. This might be harder to get at or get to. Oh, hang on a moment. Is this... urine? Yeah, you do have urine analysis. Okay. I was wondering if that was urine or that was, some blood from what we had found earlier. That's one thing I should... Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's just a rock. Okay, I think I've got, like, the Hunter Classic a little bit still hard on the brain. It's like, I'm still thinking if there's that big blood... Yeah, see, there's still this big blood spot here, which makes me think there's still the animal to find and harvest from it. But I don't see any sort of signs of it yet. I don't think I'll find on the ground either. Maybe it is just from the one that I harvested, and I'm just kind of going around in circles a little. Okay, well, we'll get this last pheasant I just took down here. Yeah, see, if it was anywhere near, I think I would have been able to see how it is marked here for harvesting and that. Okay, we'll just take you. Yeah, I don't know why some of them seem like they had so many extra pellets in them. But we'll just sell that. We don't need hunter sense right now. We'll just head our way back to the lodge, see maybe that... I have to imagine we gotten enough pheasants for that mission. Because it did say it wanted 3... We'll just head back and see if we can turn it in or whatever. Yeah, I just wish I could get it a little bit better performance so that way it could look a little prettier for you guys. I know YouTube compresses the crap out of a number of videos or that, so it's also hard to say, as much as it looks nice when I do the recordings, how it comes out once it's been on YouTube. We'll just have to see in time in that. There might be a few little things here or there I could try tweaking, and I'll try to do it between episodes as well. I'm not going to do like I did the first episode, try to do it on camera for one, just because I know the technical aspect. Not something a lot of people might be that interested in. Yeah, let's just drive our way back up to the ranch. Although, would this be a ranch or a lodge? Because to me it feels more like a lodge. They call it Bear Den Ranch, so maybe there is a little bit more around it, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like a little bit strange. Like there should be a little bit different to it. Actually, let me just take a look. Okay, just a bush.
Dear River, I've already told you 1,000,000 times, but I'll say it 1,000,000,000. Thank you so much for helping me with Bear Den Ranch. Restaurants always place their orders with me by email. I think you wrote down my email password when you visited me in hospital. I don't trust the Postal Service enough to write it down here. I couldn't be happier to hear that you started hunting again, despite your father's disapproval. You're an adult now. You can make your own decisions. When he found out you were hunting with me as a kid without permission and forbid you to ever visit me again, it broke my heart forever. So in a medical sense, this will help to heal the physical scars that share my heart tissue with the metaphorical ones. Do you remember Hollywood, the little fawn you named when we saw him no older than a few weeks? Well, that muley is an old gentleman now, and unfortunately, he has abnormal antlers just like his father. It's a genetic trait that would spread further. I have one request. Taxidermy him for this nostalgic old man and put him right next to his father in the lodge. He is the only trophy I left there. The rest I had my friend Bustin' Dustin move to a bigger place. Do you believe there's such a thing as too many trophies? I'll pay for this taxidermy, but for any others, you will have to save your own money. P.S. I wanted to shoot him many times, but every time my finger froze on the trigger because I think of him as yours. P.S. 2. I have so little to do at the hospital, I decided to draw a little present for you. It's a comic story about the summers you spent in Nez Perce Valley as a kid. I decided to draw some situations we never talked about, and perhaps it'll be easier this way. Maybe you completely forgot about some. Maybe some still linger in you the same way they do in me. Expect more. Your loving Grandpa.
You gotta admit, he's a pretty good artist then, if that's how they want to do it, but it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a story alongside some of the hunting stuff, and I was a little torn on whether I wanted more like how the Hunter approaches it, where you're basically whoever you are fit into a role, but there is something about having the characters themselves to go, or like a character itself you're playing as to help add a little bit story or stuff. Oh, that's nice. Oh.
It was summer 2002, and 10-year-old River was about to spend his first holiday with his grandparents. River could feel the adventure and mischief in his young bones. Why has River never visited his grandparents before?
Wow! Dad! Dad!
What?
Asked his father.
There was a deer! Which one is the white butt? Mule deer or white-tailed deer? It has to be white-tailed, right?
I don't know.
Grandpa will know.
Because my father-in-law knows everything.
A few hours later, River was finally in Nez Perce Valley, and his joy was matched only by that of his grandparents. But not everyone shared their elation.
Grandpa! I saw a deer! It was probably a white-tailed because he had a white butt.
Mule deer also have white butts.
How can you tell the difference?
Wallace,
Richard,
I want to speak to you in private.
River was amazed when he entered the lodge. The walls seemed bigger somehow, and the animals looked alive.
Wait here. I've got something for you.
But that summer, there was one thing River was forbidden to even think about.
To be crystal clear, you were absolutely not allowed to let him anywhere near a gun or anything to do with hunting.
Richard, that's impossible. This is a hunting lodge after all.
You know what I mean.
Will you help me finish it?
Days went by, and River couldn't get enough of nature. He already felt it was his best summer yet, but it was about to get even better.
Ah!
That's how he met April and Noah.
Hi, I'm River. Ah!
Why do I always have to be the animal?
Because you're the youngest.
Poor girl.
Why? This is what hunters do, isn't it?
No, real hunters are ethical. They wouldn't make an animal suffer like this and not even retrieve it afterwards.
River kept making the best memories he could that summer. He was also determined to find out more about his mother, as his father and grandfather never spoke of her.
I didn't know my mother hunted too.
Oh, you found the album.
Why do we never talk about her?
You'll have to ask your grandfather about that. But you can ask me anything else, sweetheart.
But this secret had to wait for another day. Time flew by, and soon the summer was at an end.
Wow! Try yelling something.
Ahoy!
On the last day, they made a new friend and named her Echo.
Okay, that's actually a neat little storytelling method there. I kind of hope they will be a little bit far in between for that, but I do kind of like that, and there's some interesting stuff there that could be a little mystery to learn about and unfold. But first, I want to just head back to the computer and see if there's anything like the mission's done, you get reward, or etc. Okay, let's see. Actually, it doesn't really look like it there, does it? What about objectives? Oh, I guess... Oh, my bad. Oh, hang on. It does say harvest that, though. I guess I did get that. I thought it was harvest 3, not harvest 3 kilograms. It is 3 kilograms, right? Because that still sounds like a decent amount. Okay, let's look at this one, though. Reach the meadows where Hollywood can often be found. And there is a little bit of genetics that came up for this one. And that's actually something that Way of the Hunter is supposedly has some mechanics towards. It's like the animals may age and... or there's more specifics to like the animal aging and the genetics of them. Let me just hit... Okay, so yeah, we've got a little ways to go for that. Let's start towards that. Next episode will probably be when we try taking down Hollywood. Although I gotta be better with driving the vehicle, I think. Although I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, this is the road I want to be on. My bad. And then we want to cross over here. Oh! Pheasant on the... There we go. Pheasant on the bridge. Okay, it was over here, and then I think... Yeah, this is the little road we cross... Well, kind of a road. This is the crossing spot. Animal paths and life cycle. You can find an animal path by observing the grass and spotting lines well trodden with footprints. Only big game herbivores leave visual paths in the grass. Like, we're going to leave the vehicle behind there and just go on foot. There we are. Get ourselves reloaded. And, oh! Quite a few mule deer. All got spooked because of... One thing is that the sound ones do feel a little blatant for, like, knowing where they are. Well, maybe not. You can't really tell, like, through hills or that distances much. Okay, so maybe it's not quite as open. It kind of seemed like maybe it was a little blatantly obvious by sound exactly where the animals were. But it's still hard to get an idea of, like, distance. But we'll try to get... Actually, maybe we'll... Ooh, I don't know what the heck that was. maybe we'll save this episode for right here, and then that way, next episode, hopefully with some graphic tweaks, we can make things look a little bit better and enjoy Hollywood for part 2. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Way of the Hunter. If you did like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. There's also all of this map, like North America, and there is a European map, Transylvania, that eventually we'll get to. But for now, I just want to play through this tutorial and story stuff a bit, get our footing, foundations, gear stuff kind of in order, and just enjoy this build up until we do get more of the open free roam stuff with it. It's actually got a lot more to it than I was expecting for Way of the Hunter, and I am eager for more. So if you are too, be sure to tune in tomorrow with the next video. But until then, or until I see you in another video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.